Man, y'all got to stop being delusional.
Right.
I'm trying to help you, young man. Women typically date at their level and above, and men at their level and below.
So as you guys can probably assume, he was speaking the truth. And when people speak the truth, when a man, even a woman, gets online and serves coffee, people get triggered. Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So there's a video going viral right now on TikTok of this guy talking about how much looks matter. And what's really surprising people is he revealed a photo of how he used to look like versus what he looks like now. And at 40 years old, he realizes how much looks really matter. Now, for reference, here's a picture of him when he was younger, and here's a picture of him now. So he says he's like 333 pounds right now, at around 5'10", which is overweight, definitely overweight, especially for his height. But let's listen to what he has to say, because I think men in particular can benefit from this. There are a lot of guys who I think need to hear this message. It was inspiring to me, and I think it would be inspiring to you guys. I didn't agree with everything he said, but no more wasting time. Let's check it out. Shout out to Quam Liz Books. That's QUANMILLZ Books on TikTok. Let's get it.
I'm a fat old black. Looks matter. They matter. I just turned 40 this past March, and one of my biggest regrets is not realizing just how important looks are and how much your appearance matters in this world. Human beings are naturally superficial. It's a part of our biology. It's ingrained in us. We can't help it. We are biased toward treating people who look good better. It's just the facts of life. The faster you realize this and the faster you accept this, the better off you will be in the long run. There are a lot of aspects about yourself that you can't change, but the ones that you can, change them as quickly as possible while you are still young and you have the energy, the flexibility, the agility, the time, and the resources to really work on yourself and your appearance.
I'm going to speak on that real quick. As someone who just turned 30 not too long ago, I agree with that. I think of that more often now than I do any other time in my life, right? I look at things I'm doing now and try to make sure that I'm taking steps towards putting myself in the best possible physical condition. And it's an up and down battle for a lot of people, right? Let's keep listening.
I'm working on my stuff right now as we speak. I've had a number of health setbacks over the years, but I can tell you that getting on social media and seeing all the reactions that I have gotten to my appearance, not that it has had a psychological impact on me in a way, because I'm fundamentally aware of the fact that, I'm overweight, but I think for me, it was kind of bittersweet just seeing the reaction, because it's like you just realize that as human beings, we just can't help but to be judgmental and to be superficial. And there's no use in trying to fight that.
I don't know if Lizzo would agree with that, but let's keep listening.
If you really want to mitigate the stress of constantly worrying about your appearance, work on it. Because it is a fixable issue for most people. For the vast majority of people, it's fixable.
That's a fact.
You just got to work on it. You just got to take the time, sit down, do your due diligence, and put in the time and effort to really work on your appearance and how you want others to perceive you. Physically, that is. Now, your personality, it's a whole different story. I'm only talking about looks in this particular context.
Right.
So that being said, if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, while you still have the energy, while you still have the time, because you may not have kids and a wife yet, please work on yourself. And even after you have kids and a wife, still work on yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about the sponsor of today's video, MacWork. I can't count how many times people have reached out to me and said, bro, thank you so much for telling me about MacWork. In my DMs, sending me messages saying, bro, thank you so much. Mac has really helped me. He's helped me reach my goals. I've lost this much weight. It's happened so many times. And I can't help but think that there's somebody right now who's thinking, I need to do this. But listen, I know some of you are a little bit hesitant about working with an online personal trainer. Here's the truth. You're overcomplicating it. If you're wondering whether this is ideal for you, I'll tell you this. There are two types of people who this would really, really be beneficial for. The first type is somebody who has a goal that they've never reached before. Sure, you can go online and say, how do I lose such and such pounds, gain muscle? Or you can have somebody do the work for you, and you could cut back on making a bunch of mistakes and have a personal fitness coach that's referenced by yours truly. The second person who's ideal for this would fit something more like what I really got out of this. I don't have the time, bro. I am serving coffee every day. I'm a barista. There's a lot of information out there. And if you want somebody who could do the work for you and you just want to connect with a personal trainer who will give you a meal plan and show you workouts and also show you videos on how to do those workouts, then this would be ideal for you as well. Listen, no more excuses. Get fit anywhere, anytime with MacWork, and hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and start your fitness journey today. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Work on yourself. Keep up with your appearances, because people are going to judge you whether you want them to or not. So it's just facts of life.
Mm-hmm.
There's no use in complaining about it. There's no use in trying to, make videos on TikTok, trying to get other people to, rap
Feel sorry for you, crying that you're fat. How many times have we seen that?
against, body shaming, or we got to be more blah, blah, blah. No, just stop. There's no point. It is what it is. Looks matter.
So as you guys can probably assume, he was speaking the truth. And when people speak the truth, when a man, even a woman, gets online and serves coffee, people get triggered, highly triggered. One of the top comments, I think this might have been the top comment, said, people with low self-esteem praise good looks over personality. Life is beautiful. What are you talking about? Who says he was praising looks over personality? This is somebody who's trying to cope. And I know I'm going to get the overweight people. And guys, I've been there. I show you guys the sponsor ad when I was very, very, very overweight. I've been there. It's the truth. Does that mean that you can't pull women and you can't get laid and be bigger? No, it doesn't. But does it vastly increase your options as a man, especially a woman? Yes. Yes, it does. But Shisha, it's not about women and you should do it for yourself. Cool. I'm not saying you should. I don't know why people, when someone makes a point, they automatically think, oh, he's saying the other thing doesn't matter. Yes, do it for yourself. Do it for your health. And don't be upset that there are people out here who improve themselves for their husband, a man in their life, or men who improve themselves so that they can attract better, higher quality women. Don't be upset. So this person who responded and says, people with low self-esteem praise good looks over personality. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you're in better shape. Not the best shape possible. You don't need a six-pack, but when you're healthier, it helps. Let's listen to what he said, because he responded back to this comment. Let's get it.
People with low self-esteem praise good looks over personality. Life is beautiful. Shut the... This is some straight up coping shit. Actually, this is gaslighting and coping. Do you really think that your gregarious personality, or your smarts, your wit, your humor, or possibly your money is going to trump the power of raw physical and sexual attraction? No, sir. No. If you think so, you're delusional. The two richest men in the world, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, have you been seeing the changes they've been making lately to themselves?
Yes. And also we've got Mark Zuckerberg, who's also been making changes to his appearance. And we know that's also has to do with the fact that people actually thought he was a robot for real, like in real life. But he's also been doing things like improving his health, doing jiu-jitsu. There's a reason why those rich men want to improve themselves, even with all the money. Because yes, you are going to get a comment that's going to say money solves everything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It helps a lot, but it doesn't.
Jeff Bezos went out, divorced his wife, Mackenzie, and got him a bad Spanish Tatiana. Got on TRT. That got abs now. Have you seen what he used to look like back in the day? Y'all calling him ugly right now, but have you seen Jeff Bezos back in the day?
Yeah.
Dude looked like a straight up 9th grade history teacher making nothing but $45,000 a year. And now that man is ripped. Elon Musk was literally shaped like that damn Cybertruck a couple of years ago. He got on that Zembic, dropped that weight. I mean, he's still a little funny looking, but still, he obviously thinks looks matter, and he's worth way more money than probably half of the damn countries in the world.
Right. But they'll still argue. They'll still find some way to justify it and say, all I need is money.
Mark Zuckerberg done turned himself into an MMA fighter. And then, remember that meme that was going around where somebody put a beard on him and made him look like a white zaddy? Did you not see all the reactions that he was getting? He literally went from looking like the robotic lizard man, reptilian shapeshifter, evil billionaire to a damn white rapper from like, I don't know, Southern California or some shit. Man, y'all got to stop being delusional.
Right.
I'm trying to help you, young man. And I don't care. I don't know if, well, I don't know what that is in your, I don't know if that's a picture of you in your comment, but listen, if you got a neck beard, if you got a triple chin, double chin, if you got some back fat, if you need to lose weight, you see what I'm doing. I'm not shallow. Trust me. I am not a shallow person. I'm a realist. And I've come to these realizations a little bit too far, too late in life. Now, I want to make something very clear. I'm married, and I've been with my wife since 2014. So if you all think I'm just out here acting like this and saying all this stuff because I'm lonely and desperate, no.
I saw a comment that said that's where he went wrong. with the weight gain, you know.
I've been with my wife for over a decade now.
I'm married too, bro.
I'm trying to help you all out. I'm good. Y'all ain't. I see what you young people are going through with this swiping and all the craziness on Tinder and whatnot. I'm trying to help you, nephew or niece, whatever you are. Man, y'all need to get out the house, get your feet on the ground, get some sunlight, eat some real food, drop that weight, go to the dentist, get your shit fixed, do whatever you got to do, get on that Zembic, get on that phentermine, go to CrossFit, Krav Maga, go to a boxing studio, get in the park. I don't know, but you better figure that shit out. If you're trying to get some eggplant or some punanan, or if you're trying to climb the upper echelons of society, you better get real.
All right. So like I said, I thought this video was really beneficial, especially to men, because a lot of times we talk about how women will be in denial about the effects of how much losing weight and getting in better shape will put them in a better position in the dating market, in life in general. And I think men can also learn from this as well. Here's where I disagreed with him. A commenter left a comment that said, unfortunately, this is 10 times more true for women than it is men. And he disagreed. This is what he had to say. And I'll give you my take in a little bit. Let's check it out.
Looks matter way more for men than they do for women. They do. It's just human nature. And you know how I know this? I have spent a considerable amount of time in the publishing industry. And I have spent a lot of time primarily marketing books to an audience of women. And most of these women, you know what kind of books they're reading? Romance books. Look at the book covers. The book covers are a really good indication of the type of men women are largely attracted to. What are these physical characteristics of the men on these book covers? They're tall, athletic, lean, broad shoulders. They have abs. Most of them have a full head of hair, strong jawline, good facial features. Women across all ethnicities and races are attracted to that type of archetype of a man. It's literally embedded in our human DNA.
All right, so here's why he's wrong about that. Do you need to have six-pack abs to be considered in shape? No. And there's studies to back this up that reveal women are okay with the man who's between like 15 to 20 and sometimes even a bit over that, 25% body fat, as long as you're fit and your stomach is flat and you're keeping a healthy physique. The other thing is there is a difference. And here's what I would say he's seeing. There's a difference between what women fantasize about for short-term mating versus what they want for long-term mating. There's a difference between short-term mating strategies with women and long-term mating strategies. And the same goes for men. What men look for when it comes to women who they just want to bust cheeks and they want for a short-term good time is different from the qualities they look for women who they want a long-term relationship. Now, with that being said, for both men and women, in most cases, none of that is ideally a partner who is overweight, obese, and out of shape. Will they deal with it? Yeah, you see it. People deal with it. But if you change that, would you be more attractive to you and other people around you? Yes. Let's keep listening.
This is human evolutionary biology, and you cannot escape the reality of this. And I'm going to also say this. Having spent a lot of time reading a lot of romance novels, there's a common theme that I see in all of these stories, in that the male character who fits those aforementioned physical characteristics tends to also be a narcissist, psychopathic, and at times very abusive. But for some odd reason, the women who write these stories always set the women protagonists to fall in love with this type of man. A man who typically is a violent, narcissistic, psychopath, or sociopath. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. There are literally genres of books out there that literally have women falling in love with traffickers, mafia men, thugs. I mean, I could go on. It's crazy. Kingpin.
Not that crazy. We see it all the time here on the Coffee Pot. Let's be honest.
And when you look at the physical descriptions of these men in these books, yeah, they're very fantasy-like. But where is that coming from? And why do these books resonate so much with women? Why do the writers keep pumping these types of books out? Men, a lot of you all are in denial. That is what women prefer. So I refute this argument that looks matter way more for women than they do for men. I actually think it's the opposite. Because a lot of men don't fit those aforementioned physical characteristics. And because biologically we are set up to be a little bit more, how can I say this? A little bit more charged up, when it comes to our reproductive, energy. I'm trying to get around some of these community guidelines. When it comes to, getting action or wanting to get action, men pretty much will fall for just about anything. We have way lower standards than women do. Women typically date at their level and above, and men at their level and below.
So follow him carefully. He's saying because men are willing to sleep with the woman they may not necessarily find physically attractive, then that means that they don't care about looks. Again, it's very important that the two things are distinguished. The type of woman who a man is willing to sleep with is different from the type of woman a man is willing to live with, have her have his children, so on and so forth, right? Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know what you think. Let's check out some of these comments. These comments were in response to the picture of him that I shared in the beginning of the video. First comment says, bro, I went from DMX to Car Winslow. Somebody else who says, Unc, you got to get back to this. Here's another person who says, bro, what did you do with the crying and laughing emoji? He responded back and says, got married. Oh, yeah, this is that comment I was talking about. Somebody else who says, hold up, Unc was majestic with the laughing emojis. Here's somebody else who says, this comment section is brutal. He responded back with laughing emojis. Another person who says, oh, you was fine. This was a woman. Somebody else here added, dude, 40 is young. Get yourself together. Here's another woman who says, this is why I'm trying to unbig my back now before it's too late. She goes on to say, you got this, Unc. Another person who says, I knew he was nice looking. That's why he's upset with himself for letting himself go. I feel the exact same way. Listen, shout out to this brother for the video, and I wish him the best on his future transformation. Listen, guys, leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.